Okay, everybody, so look at the screen. And you see the gentleman there, Grandpa. So it looks like things kind of got out of hand. There was an issue, a complaint in his apartment about a leak. So I'm assuming they didn't move fast enough. And as a result, he kind of came with that heat. So he's inside the office here, fair use, the apartment manager, and of course the lady working behind the desk. Okay, so here is part one. I think he's truly about that life. Check it out.
This video. Obviously, that's the suspect walking in, engaging in conversation with the victim, and there's also the female in the office who's blurred out, who was on the phone with dispatch at that time. At this point, the victim is sat down in the chair, and I believe the female is still behind. And at that point, just now, the suspect fired around through the computer screen right there, the wall and it came out the computer screen in the back. This is our other victim who was on the phone with dispatch. She's able to convince him to let her leave, and he lets her leave. The suspect fires the first round at our victim.
Ooh. And number two is coming. Oliver Leak.
Then a second round at our victim while he's on the ground.
Okay, so we just saw Paw Paw get taken down. Now let's go ahead and go to part two. Okay, part two, he's taken into court. There we go, fair use.
Shooting a maintenance worker at his apartment building. Officers shot at that 93-year-old when they got to the scene. Fox 5's Enzo Moreno has been following this case. He's live outside the courthouse.
Yeah, 93-year-old Robert Thomas appeared before the judge in a wheelchair. He wasn't able to stand and speak into a microphone, and he also needed help from a bailiff to put on headphones so he could hear what the judge was saying. His attorneys arguing based on his age, he should be allowed to go home.
When's the last time you saw a doctor?
About 2 to 3 years ago.
All right. Do you have any medical issues that you're addressing?
Yes, I have pneumonia in my right lung.
At 93 years old, Robert Thomas found himself before a judge for allegedly shooting a maintenance worker in his apartment building. And despite his age, prosecutors argue he should stay in jail.
After he was apprehended, he told the detectives that he would do it again and said that his intent was to actually harm the apartment manager that he shot.
I didn't want to hurt you guys.
Okay.
I just wanted to screw her up a little.
The victim was shot in both legs and is expected to survive. Attorneys for Thomas say his age clearly played a role in the shooting.
I'm pretty sure it's this incident probably happened because of some mental issues at this point, given his age.
Mr. Thomas,
Yes,
can you hear me?
yes, I can, Jeff.
Have you ever been diagnosed with anything like Alzheimer's or dementia?
Not really. When I was in the Navy, I had something.
I do recognize what he said to the police, but again, I mean, it's probably his age talking.
Now, Thomas is facing charges of attempted murder, kidnapping, burglary with a deadly weapon, and discharging a gun in a structure, as well as carrying a concealed weapon. His bond was set at $25,000. I'm Enzo Marino, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
Okay, folks, so